Here now with Madelene Sagstrom after her third round at the Cognizant Founders Cup. I mean, just on another level today, you and Rose, just what went into the round?
I mean, it's when you always play with good players and somebody just playing well. I mean, I felt like we kind of fed off each other all day. She was hitting good shots, and I was hitting good shots. She was hitting good putts, and I was hitting good putts. And it's nice playing with people that are playing well. So, I mean, I don't know. I felt like I gave myself a fair bit of chances. Not crazy close to the hole, but a lot of putts looked really, really good. I didn't really do too many mistakes. One on 16, but I finished it off by making up enough for par anyway. So it was an overall like a very steady round. Very happy with how I'm playing, and I'm in a good spot for tomorrow.
When golf is such an individual sport, when you are playing with someone and you guys it just seems like you're going back and forth. Does that kind of feed into, maybe your confidence, you being a little more aggressive, or what kind of goes into that?
No, I mean, you're just trying to find your own momentum out there. I mean, Rose made a really nice birdie. We both had birdie putts on one. She made her birdie and I didn't. And I was like, you can't really react too much to what somebody else is doing. I said, if I just keep doing what I've been doing the other 2 days, just go out there, find my game, find the rhythm on the greens. And I was like, I should shoot a pretty good score because I have good game in the system. So that's kind of what I did. I tried to stay calm. I hit a really bad second shot on 5. Hopefully it didn't hurt somebody too much. I think it hit somebody, but they said they were fine. So I made a nice up and down from there and just kind of not breaking that momentum and just like keep giving myself chances.
I mean, you said early on you love this golf course. Just what were you doing out there to put yourself in some of these scoring opportunities? I mean, bogey free on the round. Just what were you doing to keep yourself out of those situations?
Well, you really do have to drive it well off the tee here. You have to keep it in play because the rough is still very thick. It wasn't wet today as it was yesterday, but it's still very thick. So you have to keep it in play. I did that. I don't really think. I mean, the ones that I missed the fairway. Well, one was bad, but other than that, they weren't too far off. So then you kind of get away with it. But it's tree lined, so you have to make sure you stay in play and then take advantage of some of the pins when you can. There were some tucked ones. I mean, 11 played really long today. I hit a 5-iron into that green. So like with a tucked pin, so you just can't do anything there. You just have to take your medicine and try to make a good putt, which I did, and then be more aggressive on. I mean, 15 was much more manageable, pin in the center of the green. So you kind of just have to play it a little bit like that.
When you're playing this good, do you let yourself kind of look around at all, or are you just locked into the zone?
No, I wish I was not a leaderboard watcher, but I am. I was like, I can't blame. I can't say I'm not. So no, of course. I mean, I kind of like to keep an eye on how it's playing out there. I knew that Jack and Anna had a good round this morning, so I knew that I was like that got me off on a high. I was like, yeah, 5 under for them. It was really nice. But I mean, if you keep it in play out here, you can always score. That's probably the biggest thing about keeping it in play and putting it in the right spots on the greens.
When you're making this many birdies and rolling the putts the way you've been rolling the putts, does any hole look unattainable when it comes to making a birdie out here?
I thought I was going to make everything today. Like I looked at everything and I was like, ooh, this is going in. Ooh, this is going in. And like I felt like also there was a lot of movements in my body when they were kind of hitting the edges. And I was like, but I felt so in sync with my speed. My speed has been great. So everything looked like they were going in. They were burning edges all day long. So it's a nice feeling to have, knowing that wherever I am on the green, I have a chance to make a birdie, which kind of relaxes the rest of the game a little bit. I just said to Shane, like, we just need to hit the green and I can figure it out from there.
What can you describe that feeling? Do you just see a line and it's kind of, is it visual? Is it a feeling you get it like physically that you just know you're going to make everything?
It's a bit of both. Like my aim point has been super on this week. I can really feel the numbers really well. I actually had a putt on 17. I lined it up because that was it could be this like half a number off. Like I lined it up for one. I stood over and I was like, no, this is low. And I changed it. So I played a 2 instead of a 1.5, and he went in the hole. And I was like, yeah, come on, trust yourself. Like, you got this, And it's kind of like when I'm over the ball, like I've read it, I've done with my line, and then I'm just trying to really absorb the hole and just focus on hitting a good putt. And I mean, weeks like this, I'm not trying to think too much, but just more reacting and being athletic with it.
How long have you been doing aim point?
I've been doing aim points since summer of 21.
21, okay. And just looking ahead to tomorrow, I know there's an obvious question there of what would it mean, but for you, this week's already been such a success. I mean, how much positivity are you just drawing off this week with everything that I know you've got going on later this year?
I mean, I think you always want to see your game trending in the right direction, no matter how old you are, how long you've done this. So it's like, yeah, everyone, all of us work super, super hard at our games, and just knowing that, like seeing the results of all the hard work me and my team have put in over time, it's just really rewarding. Even the little bit of work we did from round 1 to round 2, and I got like one of the shots that we had been working all week, and I pulled it off, and it just feels really good inside. So I think, I mean, you want to work hard, but you also want to see the results and the rewards for all that hard work. And I mean, I've been playing well. Like I said, finished a good round in Wilshire and kind of kept it going from there. So I look forward to tomorrow. It's still another new day of golf, but my game feels really solid. So I think I got a good chance.
Awesome. Thank you, Madelene.
Thank you.